right, yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Avian, and welcome to today's Stellaris stream, where we are starting a new game with a avian species that goes by the name of Beakborn, and we're gonna be playing with the Common Ground's origin. And so we're gonna have some close neighbors early on. We're gonna see how we can survive in the galaxy and if we can soar past our neighbors here. And so let's go ahead and start by checking out our new empire here that we're gonna be playing with today. And yo, Colt B, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Radio Wave, I saw you earlier. Welcome everyone. We are just getting this thing started here. And here is the empire that we have for this playthrough today. And so this is a theocratic monarchy, and it's an imperial empire. And so upon ruler death, the imperial heir becomes the new ruler. The imperial heir does not have a unity upkeep and will have a randomly selected leader class, which is influenced by certain civics and traditions. Now, this gives me a nice little bonus here to my resources from my jobs, and there's a couple of other traits here right by my noggin here. And so there goes. Those next up, excuse me, for our origins, since we are playing in a federation and we're playing with AI that is right next to my home system, we went with the diplomatic corps that gives me 2 extra envoys, and it gives me plus 10% diplomatic weight. And we're going with functional architecture. And so this gives me a negative modifier, or actually no, it's like a decrease in my build and district, or my building and district cost. And then lastly, for this civic here, it gives me a +1 for building slots on each of my worlds. And so yes, we are a xenophile, and we're going with fanatic spiritualists this time around. And then here's my species, the Beaks. And again, we are playing with the Common Ground origin. Now, guys, in between my games here, in between games, I like to swap, turning all custom AI or custom empires off. And so this game, we're playing with just a bunch of random empires in the game. The next campaign that we start, I will be turning the AI on. And guys, speaking of which, if you want to create your own empires, below in the comment section, I will post a link to my Discord. We talk about Stellaris and a lot of other things there. And if you like these long form campaigns, feel free to leave a like and a subscribe, and you can get some more of my content on your YouTube feed. And so everyone over here on Twitch, Radio Wave, Take 2, howdy, yes, welcome. I think I pushed the wrong button there and everything just kind of went south. And so it's already been cleaned up, but here we have it. We're gonna go ahead and hit done, and let's look at our game details. And so in the last game, we started with a spiral galaxy. I think we're gonna switch it up this time. And let's go with the, you know what, I haven't played in a ring-shaped galaxy in a long time. And so I feel like ever since all the new galaxy shapes came out, I had to try all the other ones out, and I just kind of been stuck on them. And so for the longest, when I first started playing Stellaris, I was always playing with a ring-shaped galaxy. Early on, I like for my galaxies to be packed, but we'll keep it at about 10 AI empires in this small galaxy. One of them will be advanced, 2 will be fallen empires, and 1 will be a marauder empire. Outside of that, habitable worlds usually stays a little lower. And oh my goodness, every time. That just tickles my eardrums right there. For our crisis string, we're gonna keep it at 3, our pre-FTL civilization and pre-sapient species. I'm actually gonna crank these down to 3 as well. And for our mid-game start year, it's gonna be at 2275. The end-game start year set to 2400. Our victory year will be 2600 if we make it that far. And for scaling difficulty, this time I'm going to put it to late game. All right, I don't know what could happen, but we've been playing on Admiral and keeping this. I've been tinkering around with the scaling difficulty a little bit, and so we're gonna turn this thing up to late game this time around and see what happens. Now, outside of that, everything else is pretty much left the same. I turned down my gateways and my wormholes because just too much access around the systems kind of take away from the immersion of how far empires are away from me. And then for caravaneers, yeah, we'll keep those on. L gates will remain on as well. Xeno capability, as most Stellaris players usually do, keep it off. And so yeah, other than that, I think we are good to go. We are playing on Iron Man mode, and so every decision is final. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Empires of Feathers, Common Grounds. And so we're gonna look at our origin here, and it says that Common Ground. Decades ago, when our first crude sublight probes visited the star systems neighboring our own, we discovered the presence of 2 distinct alien civilizations. Despite the radical differences in our sociology, it quickly became apparent that we had more things in common than not. Now, like us, they are also on the cusp of unlocking practical interstellar travel, and a bond is formed between three civilizations, which eventually led to the birth of a federation. We could combine our efforts, and when we were ready to spread out into the cosmos, whatever was out there would be faced by us standing together. Birds of a feather, beef together, exactly. And so here we're going to go ahead and begin our game. We've already looked at our empire and everything like that. Here is our ruler, Starwing Ur, and this is it. And so right away, the Beakborn Dominion has been chosen as the president of the Alliance of the Interlinked Systems. And so we'll look at all that as well. We also have the agenda to build relations has been unlocked. And so for starters, we're going to jump into our technology in here first. Let's go for field modulation first. For society tech, xenolinguistics. Let's see, grants a lump sum of influence. It allows for renowned leaders to appear. What? Why are we getting this so quickly? All right, and so this may be a very heavy diplomatic weight type of empire here. I'm not sure exactly what direction I'm going to go just yet. But yeah, let's try out this xenolinguistics technology here. And then for engineering tech, this is our final tech. We're going to go with that standardized Corvette patterns. And so this gives me a nice modifier to how I build and how fast I build smaller ships. And so all three of my techs have now been selected. Let's take a quick look at our leader. And so we have a Minister of Defense, a Head of Research, and a Aviatus. This is I believe my queen bird, Starwing Ur. And so she has the Mining Rush and Imperial Ruler trait. That gives her an additional leader option for a trait. And then for their ethic, they are spiritualists. And so we are playing with fanatic spiritualists today. It felt rather fitting for our birds in a federation here. And so right now we are currently going down the infinite opportunities agenda. And once this is initiated, I'll be able to increase my citizens, my pops, their happiness by 10%. And so that'll be a nice little boost to some pop growth speed later on. For our policies, we're set to expansionist. We want to expand as quickly as possible. We got the game paused, so nothing's happening in the background right now. For society management, we've already got 1 point into the Federation. And so with my origin, it starts me off with that 1 point in diplomacy right away. And then after that, let's go ahead and look at our system that we are in. And so here it is. We got 3 stars in my home system. My home world is right here. This is Fedoria. There we go. Fedoria. Tricky name. Tricky name. But yeah, first things first, I'm probably going to want to go ahead and start by getting a job on this planet. And so let's go up here and sell. Oh, haven't had to use consumer goods in a while, but yeah, we'll see about putting that to use, and we'll sell some of these alloys. On top of that, the food will be good to sell, and bingo, we got 400 minerals. That should be enough right now to maybe purchase something. What do we want to buy first? And so this is usually a pretty important decision here, how to start your planets off. And you know what? Yeah, we got 2 jobs here. Let's see what jobs are available. So 2 of the jobs that are open right now are miner jobs. They'll be collecting rocks. Now, there's a couple of options we could go. With us going diplomacy, let me see. Let's go with the research lab. It's going to cost me about 4 consumer goods, but getting a nice head start on that technology right away. Outside of that, though, we could go to our fleet management here. We're going to do a quick change up on our ships, and I'm going to switch all of these over to nuclear missiles. Now, I had a friend tell me about this in between my last game about building mostly armor on your ships in the early game. That's a lot of armor right there. And so we're going to give this a try and see if it still works. Now, that was before the update. We'll see if combat has changed around here, but right now we are going all missiles. Now, next up, we're going to take a quick look at the Federation here. And so this is what we have. The Alliance of Interlinked Systems. And so members of this federation are united and ready to cooperate to deal with whatever problems may arise. Now, diverse ethics impose a 50% smaller penalty to federation cohesion. And so, yeah, that's pretty good here. But right now, we're all equal at 1 point for our economy. Our current level 1 status gives us the Galactic Union Federation modifier, and this says that members of this federation are united and ready to cooperate to deal with whatever problems may arise. Now, diverse ethics impose, so we already knew about this part, but yeah, that's our level 1 here. For our other members, we have a couple, and we'll look at them in a bit. But yeah, it looks like right now we started with a smaller fleet. Okay, but we all have the same diplomatic weight. Our ethics, they have a extra ethic, egalitarian, and militarist. And so these are different species we're playing with. We'll take a quick peek at them later on though. And so here are all the laws that we currently have. And if I can, I'm going to try and extend this a little bit later on. But right now we have 20 years. And so for the next 20 years, we will be president of this federation. Outside of that though, we do have an envoy. Actually, we have 5 envoys. And so I think right away, I'm going to assign like 4 of them on there. Wow, that's a lot of envoys to start with right away. That diplomatic corps civic is very nice. And so, yeah, outside of that though, here is our system now. We're going to zoom out into the galaxy view mode. And right away, you guys are seeing a couple of circles here. These are our 2 alliance members. And so here are the systems around us. And here we are in the bottom of this circular galaxy. And so, like I said before, it's been a while since I played in one of these smaller galaxies, or in these circular galaxies. And so this is going to be a little interesting here. Easy to get pinched in, and we're going to try and pull a quick maneuver here and hopefully expand our borders as quickly as possible. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab a science ship. We're going to send them right up to this system first in hopes that we can take this, because if so, it's going to cost this empire even more to cross over to this system and here. And so if we can cut them off right away, that would be a huge win for my species. And so we're going to go ahead and get this game started. We got a building that is being crafted on my homeworld. We have our science ship queued up and ready to move. We got a construction ship following right behind it. Outside of that, we got a galaxy to explore. And so here we have it, the nature of the alliance. I just started my game up, and this is the first situation that comes up, and it says, though we have for some time been in contact with other members of our alliance, it is only now, with the invention of FTL drives, that our empires are able to interact with each other on a meaningful level. The questions has arisen as to what our federation should focus on. Some advocate the current generationalist path, whereas others would favor focusing on closer integration of a particular field. And so here we have 2 options. We could say the alliance we have is enough, and we'll keep this as a galactic union, or we can convert it into a holy covenant. Part of me wants to try the Holy Covenant. Since we are fanatic spiritualists, let's say unity and traditionalism shall be our path. And so now we have, it says here that we have a new heir. Okay, cool. Skydive Plume is the new heir. On top of that, we have 2 embassy offers from both of our members. And speaking of which, let's take a look at our 2 allies here. And so for one, we have the Blessed Etherian State. They're friendly towards us right now, or at least for now. And yeah, I think we might be okay with these guys. So pretty cool stuff. They have a couple of different traits or different civics here, but yeah, this is what they have. And then for our other species that is in the alliance with us, the Yeon Enterprise. And so this empire we have to be careful with because they are a ruthless capitalist empire. And so they kind of look like an intelligent salamander kind of species. But yeah, these guys could pose a threat to both empires here if they start building holdings on our worlds. And so let's go ahead and keep our game going here. We got, let me see, a handful of alloys right now. I wonder if I could maybe squeeze on a ship, or better yet, man, playing with those hive species in my last game, it's nice seeing that I don't have to build a bunch of offspring ships now. But we'll go ahead and queue up about 20 Corvettes here, and I can't reinforce anything just yet, but we will later on. We got our science ships moving. I see that the AI here has jumped to the Starmac system. Wow. All right, and so yeah, everybody's starting to move around here. We got a migration treaty, and for now, I think I might go ahead and agree with this. Here we got a research agreement from the other species. We'll go ahead and get both of those going as well. But oh no, the science ship is already in this system, and so man, there are a lot of planets and stars and things like that to survey in this system. we'll have to get away right away on top of that because holy moly, there's a lot going on here. And so I'm going to crank the speed up just a tad bit. And let's go over here to, oh, we got another migration treaty. And so we will accept both, but what we do with those species, we'll find out here later on. And so for our society management, okay, yeah, that's still at diplomacy. I wanted to jump over to my policies here, and my edicts in particular are what I'm looking for. And so I think I might start with land of the opportunity, or land of opportunity. And so this is going to add some immigration pool and pop growth from immigration. And so right away, since we got both of those migration treaties, pops are going to be more inclined to jump over to our world and join us. And so hopefully, you know, that's the way that works. I hope so. Guys, let me know what kind of edicts and things like that do you start your game with? And so here we got a migration treaty with the other empires. They're doing their thing. One of my leaders has now leveled up, and let's see who it is. And so here we have, who do we have? Wait, did somebody not level up, or am I? Oh, I have an idle leader. Okay. No worries. I think that's my admiral right now. Yeah, there's not much we can really do right now besides maybe going around and just checking out some other systems. Now, this is new here. You used to not be able to have your military fleets kind of travel around, but we're going to do a quick patrol here and just see what's going on outside the borders. I don't know if I know they can't survey, but we'll just kind of explore these systems, see if there may be a potentially habitable world nearby and get to work on it. Now I see that their construction ship is still hanging out in this system. That is perfect. I hope it stays there because we are trying to take this system right away. And still our Federation is losing XP. That's crazy. What is going on in our Federation right now? On top of that, I have 4 envoys in this Federation, yet, okay, we just have negative XP right now. We're not losing XP. Our cohesion is actually pretty high right now. So yeah, we're good in that term here. Let's see if we can reinforce our fleets now while our science ships are surveying. And that is going to queue up one wonderful looking Corvette that has all missiles on it. On top of that, we should be able to upgrade my fleets here. And yes, we're going to add, oh no. Oh no, I called my ships back negative. We're just going to go ahead and keep on going on this path here like we were planning on before. All right, so there we go. Just doing a quick patrol. It already looks like right away that system does not have a habitable world in it. Now, this is one of the most important parts of the game, is your first traditions. And so guys, what kind of traditions do you start your game with? Because here today, I think we're going to be going with a little bit of expansion if possible. And so this will give me a new agenda if I adopt this. It has a couple of finisher effects as well, but we're going to look at really trying to get our hands on this reach for the stars. It decreases starbase influence cost. And so yes, we're going to go ahead and jump over here now and get started with that expansion tree. Now, I don't think the other empires, unless they start with common ground origin as well, which I don't know if I can even see that, but if they might have the same type of traditions like we do. In the meantime, though, let's see. Did we finish surveying the system? Not yet. Still waiting for this first system to be surveyed so that we can take it for ourselves and potentially pension our allies. And so here we have found a size 17 tropical world 2 systems away, and I just pulled up my home world because we prefer tropical planets, baby. And so that is going to be a nice system to take next. Now, right now I got a little bit of a food deficit. Let's see about putting our pops to work. Maybe I could add another agricultural district, or we could wait. Oh, look at this. My admiral is gaining traits. Wonderful. On top of that, he's over here exploring these systems. We're trying to find that right there is exactly why I wanted to send out my military fleet so that we could see if there are any planets in these neighboring systems that we can begin building bases around later on, or planning to expand to later on. And so here we got a mass extinction event. All right, and so this is our first chain event that we got in the game, guys. And it says that our first stumbling steps into the void beyond our home system were not motivated solely by curiosity or a desire to conquer the unknown, or even a need to leave a mark on the galaxy. What is your profession? Simon TV, thank you for the raid and welcome to our stream here. We are starting a fresh new campaign. It is the Empire of Feathers. We are playing with an avian species and we're trying to, get along with our neighbors. We're playing with the common ground origin. And if you guys want some more info on the Empire, just Empire for some more details here. But yes, welcome everyone from Simon's TV's community. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful stream here at his stream. I'm Avian Delete. I play a lot of Stellaris, but I feel like, Simon's has brought the community over so many times now. You guys might know my face, but if not, we're role-playing some Stellaris here. We just started a campaign, and as always, Simon's, I am very appreciative of that raid. Thank you so much. Fresh, nice, yeah. Just trying out a little mix them up, and experimenting with a new kind of build here. And so, yes, is my Empire button not working, Terrible Hamster? If not, I'll do some tinkering after the stream. But I was pretty sure I had that bad boy set up before. I think we had a weird thing go down before the stream here. But guys, if you're from Simon's TV's community here, we are just looking into our first chain situation, and we have this mass extinction. And so I'm going to restart this here. It says that our stumbling steps into the void beyond our home system were not motivated solely by curiosity or desire to conquer the unknown or a need to leave our mark on the galaxy. Now, the biosphere of our home system has undergone rapid changes in the past few centuries, and prominent scientists warn that our homeworld may be faced with the beginnings of a mass extinction event. And so, big uh-oh right there. Now, let's see here. I think I just lost my place. Let's see. Oh yeah, now that cynicling purging of life that is inseparable from planetary existence in the greater cosmos. And it says that a research plan has been put together to study a number of planets rendered uninhabitable by major astronomical incidents or planet-bound catastrophes. Now, we hope that by reconstructing these events, a similar fate may be avoided on my home world and the beak race. Now, I'm playing with a species, we call them the beaks. They have nice long beaks, all kinds of different colors and sizes and different kind of feathers and things like that. And it says that it falls to my ruler, the Aviatus of the Beakborn Dominion, to ensure that this expedition is carried out. Consult the situation log for details. And so, yes, for a beaker's future. And so this is going to begin a mass extinction through the ages event chain. You guys can't see it behind my noggin here, but yeah. And so now we got to go around and survey other systems, but that's not our top priority at the moment. Right now, we got to try and do some expansion here in hopes that we can get to this tropical world, because if we can do that, and let's say a extinction does happen on one of my worlds. Uh-oh, we found some sort of species over here. We'll have another world to expand to. And so we have found some volatile motes here, still just trying to wait and see when my scientist is going to finish surveying the system. I'm going to be very scared if the construction ship enters that area, but it looks like, Yeah, we still got some time here. Neither ship is finished surveying. And so here are both of them. Let me see. Oh, so it looks like we're just a little bit behind, but again, their construction ship is not in this system just yet. And so here we have found another world, a size 12 continental world. That'll be a pretty good system to maybe grab now. I'm kind of torn between going left or right here, but maybe I'll go right and kind of swing out and try to secure this next choke point. And so I try to move from one choke point to the next. Let's see here. And again, still just waiting for that time to go by. For expansion here, we're gonna go for Reach for the Stars. This is what we mentioned earlier. It says that the frontiers of our star nation are being pushed ever forward. Soon, nothing in this galaxy will lie beyond our grasp. The effect of this tradition will decrease my starbase influence cost, and we haven't even expanded yet, and already that modifier is going to impact the way that I build my ships here, or build my bases. And so we're gonna go back to our fleet manager here, and let's go ahead and reinforce our ships. We found an archaeological dig site as well. Oh man, what is this? This is the Popular Rock dig site. And so, Terrible Hamster, hopefully you're doing all right. Welcome to the stream. It is Monday. Let's see. And in this galaxy, we got a council agenda ready. So I see the AI has purchased a second science ship, and I'm probably going to take note on that and do the same here as well. But before we do that, we have to select our next agenda. And let's see, we got a couple of options here that I actually haven't seen before. Open arms, superior colonies. Let's see, evolving society. Since we're getting a lot of unity right now, we should probably go for that evolving society and just kind of add on to it. try to get another tradition squeezed in there. Let's go ahead and queue up another science ship as well, because yeah, I feel like now I'm like, hold up. If you guys got 2 science ships, I want 2 science ships. So system has been surveyed. Now, the construction ship is not here yet. We also need some alloys. And so we're going to buy about 250. That's a little overkill for what we're purchasing it for. But no, we're building that now. And next up, I'm going to have my science ship survey this system here. And so already we got a head start on expanding our borders. This other AI down here hasn't done anything in this direction yet. And so maybe we could try and just make it more difficult for both empires, but really I want both of these systems here. And so I see that they finally got their construction ship in that system, but it's going to be way too late. Way too late. My construction ship is already got there. So absolutely wonderful. Next up, I'm going to send my science ship down in this direction, and I want to see what's going on in this area with my own eyes. All right, I got to know for myself. On top of that, we have a science ship that is soon to be built, and we'll be surveying multiple systems at once. And so for now, though, let's go back to the Federation. I want to check and see how strong we are. All right, right now we're kind of sitting in second place. Not for long when it comes to like our fleet, not our fleet power, but just our relative power. And so I can't build any mining stations just yet, or let's see if we can. Uh-oh, and already that criminal megacorp has they have a holding on my world, and so that might cause some issues here. But here we have the Grunner, and it says that the Gust Appraising Eye, that is my scientists, are eager to report that they have uncovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring species, and they appear to have inhabited the planet some 7 million years ago. And so yes, this is going to lead us to our first relic. While it is unclear why the species who called themselves the Grunner disappeared from the Bellavarle system, our scientists have isolated a promising archaeological dig site on their planet. Perhaps further study will yield more clues. And so this makes me curious. That's 2 dig sites back to back. Excellent. And so for my scientists right here, Claws of Red, they're kicking butt, they're surveying systems. And let's see if we can maybe, got some options here. I might go for Perfectionist. And this increases anomaly discovery chance by 10. We're finding anomalies now. Let's go ahead and find some more. On top of that, though, let's go over here to our science ship, and we're going to recruit another scientist. Or Skydive. That's my player Air. Apparently, this avian species is a scientist as well. And let's go ahead and probably just start surveying towards the north. And so actually, better yet, I'm going to survey this system here first, because if they take this, I don't see any planets in this area. Okay, but that is a pulsar system, so we'll see. After this science ship's finished surveying here, we'll send them down here so that we can start closing off borders. But I get the feeling they're going to send their construction ship over here in any moment. The goal is to try to force them down this way and seal off this empire here in the middle. Okay, and so yeah, but yeah, this is going to be the top priority system first. We're gonna go ahead and send my construction ship. Maybe we'll keep them there for now. So we got a couple of things going on here. It says the exceptional individuals. I don't know if I recognize the situation, but we have proven beyond any doubt that the galaxy is filled with life. Apart from the dominant species and nations, there are many others who traverse the stars. And from time to time, exceptional individuals may rise to shake down the foundations of galactic power. Okay, and so this is a Galactic Paragon's situation. It says if we harness their ambition, these renowned leaders may be willing to join our cause. And so we're going to send out the call. And so from now on, renowned leaders can contact us, and our influence has been increased by 40. And that probably is coming from the xenolinguistics technology we just completed. It's going to increase first contact discovery speed as well. And yeah, we're just becoming a diplomatic powerhouse here. We could be. And so am doing decently. Thank you. Whoa, yo. That's wonderful. Here for our next society tradition, we're going to go ahead and select genome mapping. Getting that pop increase. Oh yeah, just in case, thank you for giving that shout out to Simon TV. And yes, welcome to Foo. We are just getting this game started here, and we are playing with our avian species, and this is our Common Grounds first part of our little series here. And so I have our ruler who has a new trait. Let's see what we got going here. And we just found a pre-FTL species, and so we'll figure out what to do with them a little bit later on. But for our primary species here right now, let's see, our ruler, we got some options. Man, these are all kind of good. Let me see. So this is a governor who already has resources from jobs. I am currently lacking some minerals, but that could easily be fixed with buildings and districts. But I'm just so torn right now because all of these sound wonderful. You know, let's go for the fertility preacher. This has a pop growth speed modifier and food from jobs. And so sure, we could probably, if it has pop growth speed, I like it. Here we're gonna see if we can maybe squeeze a starbase up here. And so let's go ahead and upgrade this outpost into a starport, and we're gonna start building some hangar bays. I believe if we have the technology for it already. And so here we're gonna go ahead and capitalize on all of these resources in this system. So the first system we find has 11 minerals and 8 energy credits in it. That is a lot. And so right away, we're gonna get to work on that, and hopefully we can start taking these two systems next. If we can take these, we may have successfully secured the Blessed State Empire. That's the maroonish, kind of purplish border. We're just trying to pinch them into the galaxy. And so my fleet is currently just kind of checking out other systems here, and we have found not only 2 other planets, but we have found a natural wormhole as well. And so unfortunately, I got an empire that's kind of cut me off a little bit, but yeah, using these military fleets right now just to survey around the galaxy has been kind of cool. I won't lie. And so here we have a new tradition available, and I think we're going to keep diving down the expansion tree for a bit. And let's go for, we got 2 options here. We got a few options, actually. Will I be colonizing a planet right now? Feels a little soon, but sure, we'll go with colonization. Feber says that colonization seems to have gripped the populace. Their enthusiasm and patriotic fervor draws additional population to new colonies. And so with us getting the migration treaties and things like that, we got a couple of modifiers that help us out with that as well. I think we have an edict active. This will start my new colonies with 1 additional pop. And so we will go ahead and select that. And already I got 30 pops. I don't know if that's already is the right word, but let's see what kind of species we have. And so right now it's only my bird species, my beaks. All right, so speaking of worlds here, we have 1 job or 2 jobs available. And what should we maybe go for here next? And so I'm still running a little low on consumer goods. I want to check on the other AI and see what they're building at the moment. And so for us, our economy is right in the middle. Our fleet is in the middle as well. Our tech is actually pretty high. And so let's maybe lean into building some more ships here. And that way we can stay up above these empires in multiple categories. And so we got 2 more Corvettes on the way. And yeah, doing pretty good. Oh yeah, I am Fan Dabby Doozy. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I got off work here and I was eager to get home and get this run started. One of my favorite things, guys, always, is starting a new Stellaris game. Sometimes I'll be in the middle of a game and I'll just be like, you know what, let's just start fresh. And I'll jump over to a new game here. And so here again, we had those 2 jobs available. What do we add to this world now? And I think, yeah, we agreed that maybe more consumer goods would be nice. If I were to build one of these, it is going to cost me 12 minerals. 12 minerals. That is a lot of minerals right now. So you know what? Maybe I might go for, you know what? Since, you know, we need more minerals in that case. Maybe I'll add a mineral district up here. So that we can start making more of other types of resources. All right, and so yeah, those 2 fleets, or those 2 ships are being reinforced to my ships now. Yo, thank goodness, man. I've kind of got a little bit of an idea about fleet management, but yeah, doing it the old way was just so time consuming. And so here we have the Habitable World Survey. And you know what? I see the situation all the time. I've actually forgotten what it was about. And so we'll read through this one as well. And it says that we know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to our home world. And so both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Now, efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. And so this will be a commendable initiative, and we will go ahead and begin the Habitable World Survey chain, or the event chain as well. And so we got 2 event chains. We have the mass extinction, which is kind of like a byproduct of surveying other systems. And now we have another encounter. And so over here, let's see what's going on. I want to see if they're not necessarily sure what's going on in the system, but let's send one of our envoys over to... You know what? Let's wait. Let's wait a second. I still feel like it's a little too soon to be searching. While we are a diplomacy-based empire, let's not jump too fast on making first contact with other species. And so over here, I see there is a construction ship heading through my system. And oh, are they doing what I think they're doing? I hate to do this. I can't close my borders to them. I was going to try and trap their ships, but oh man. Let's see here. Can I expand here? Nope, not yet. Yo, that construction ship, what is it doing? I don't want it going through my systems right now because I had a plan here to take... Where is it going? All right, so it's going to go over here, which is cool. I'm going to go ahead and expand in this direction then. But unfortunate, I was hoping to trap them in. It looks like that is not going to be the case. I'm actually curious to see if I could kick them from the Federation, but it looks like that won't be happening either. In this case, we might just have some allies. I usually in these runs, I try to at least kick one Federation member out and trap them in. But it looks like I may not have been able to here just yet. I know, yes, to war. Well, we'll see. We'll see. If one of these empires just kind of stays pinched in, I don't know why these guys haven't expanded yet. They've been surveying systems here, but yeah, I'm not sure what their dealio is. All right, so we got let's see here. We got this system surveyed as well. Let's just go ahead. I'm going to jump up in this direction and start surveying some systems around here because now I have a new game plan. Where's my second science ship at? All right, so yeah, we're surveying that system, but there's nothing there, so we're gonna go ahead and just move this way. I want both of these systems to be surveyed as quickly as possible, and we're gonna try and expand upward and get that choke point. And so here we got some more energy from our technicians through technology, and let's go with that automated exploration protocol. Since right now this is the space race, we are trying to, survey all this as fast as we can. Now, my fleets, they're chilling. They're still exploring parts of the galaxy, and we're going to keep going a little bit further out here, see what's going on. It looks like we got a couple of hostile ships nearby, but we're not going to mess with those for the time being. And let me see. My construction ship has expanded our borders. And so here we have another system under control, and I'm going to go ahead and start mining all the resources there while we can. And then after that, we're going to move it over here in this direction. And so let's head over to our shipyard. I'm actually going to go ahead and queue up another construction ship. And let's go ahead and reinforce our ships once again. And so my fleets are a little bit further out there. But let's go ahead and start bringing them back as well. Actually, you know, we'll just kind of scan around a few more of these systems, and then we'll come back. And so we got another tradition here. And let's see, what do we have to pick from? Oh, a new life. And so this tradition has a nice little pop growth speed bonus there. Says that a new life awaits our citizens in the off-world colonies. Now a chance to begin again in a golden land of opportunity and adventure. With the help of an aggressive marketing campaign, the less fortunate elements of our society will be flocking to our colony ships. And so yes, we will definitely accept that new tradition here, and let's see what our next technology is going to be in engineering. And so since most of our ships are running with armor, we're going to go with ceramo metal materials. This unlocks the component ceramo metal armor, and this is going to lead me to technology further in infrastructure. But that'll be nice to add to my ships here. We'll be able to upgrade them, and actually, yeah, we'll upgrade them when they get back from their little expediture there, or their expedition over there. And so we're going to move our second construction ship forward. And again, we're going to be trying to do some rapid expansion right now. And so wonderful, wonderful. We got anomalies. We're going to be finding a lot of those we're going to leave behind. Here we have found 3 more habitable worlds. And so yes, if we can get this choke point sooner than later, that'll be a huge bonus for my species. In the meantime, though, let's check out our home planet here and see what jobs we have available. Nobody wants to work those minor jobs. And so no worries. They're completely understandable. I wouldn't want to either. ladies and gentlemen. So we had a sort of a mass extinction event beginning on my world, and we want to like find out about other worlds that have had mass extinction events. This is the first world we have found. It is a desolate planet, and it says that a planet in this system still wears the fossilized traces of a past ecology on its sleeve. What could turn a thriving biosphere into a blasted wasteland? A special project has been issued to trace the source of this disastrous transformation. And so we're going to say okay to this, but we're going to hold off. Again, right now, our main focus is to expand as quickly as possible. And so, yeah, we'll be seeing a lot of those situations kind of throughout the game here, but just trying to keep things moving here and pushing those borders outward. And so after that, we got a handful of consumer goods now, or a handful of alloys. We need more consumer goods, really. And so let's go here to our world. And instead of adding a district, because right now I feel like districts, man, they're pretty valuable. You know, they produce a lot of resources and things like that, but let's try to get a civilian industry on this. Do I want to do that? Actually, I think I do, because we did build a mining district before. That's giving me enough minerals here that I only have one left if I built this district right now, but I'd rather have this than being in the negatives. And so definitely avoiding negative resources. Man, the penalties for that have literally cost me a game before. And so staying away from those negatives will be an absolute must. Here we have a level up for my governor, Eyes of Lavender. So I want to see what traits they currently have. They have army building speed and cost modifiers. Let's jump over to resources here. And so, yo, Spitfire Gaming Live, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We are in the first few years of our new playthrough here, Empire of Feathers. And we're playing with the Beakborn Dominion Empire. We are an avian species. We started with the common ground origin, and I thought my exclamation point Empire button was working, but it's not right now, so I'll have to tinker around with that a little bit later on. But yeah, welcome, hopefully all's well. And let's add a trade value modifier to this species here. Here for my Feathers of White. Yo, this bird looks pretty sweet. This is my Minister of Defense. And for their trait, let's give them the resilience. Our leaders, I would love for them to live very long lives, thrive in the galaxy and survive. And yeah, just stay alive. All right, so now we've kind of queued up buildings. Uh-oh, these guys got a colony ship already. Look at that, they are getting busy. And so I think we might have a... Yeah, we got to watch out for this species. Now, after successfully translating their language, we've established communications with the Knowers of the Shroud. Ah, yes. And the Knowers of the Shroud say, a visitor, welcome. We are the Knowers of the Shroud. Within this void-born hole, our coven communes with forces incomprehensible to most mortal minds. Now, we contemplate the secrets that lie hidden in dreams, reservoirs of untapped potential, the unseen gears driving whole civilizations. The Shroud reveals much to those who would listen. At this moment, I listen to you. What brings you to us? Do you yet know? And I know that right now we're just going to say goodbye. We'll come back to you guys a little bit later on. We'll reach out, but we're just like, move, get out the way. We got to expand. And so, yeah, we're still going to be doing that. Now, I'm worried because these guys are going to get a head start to me on some worlds that they're colonizing, kind of leaving me behind. And I got an option here. I think I might go for building a third science ship so that we can start surveying even faster. I don't know what species are out here. Oh, this is a nebula. Wow. Wow, look at this. 5 worlds. We got 5 worlds and 2 systems right here. And so that area is going to be a very high priority to expand to. And yeah, we just got a new follower here. D&D boy, thank you for the follow. I now grant you the status of Alpha, the energy of Yang, and the ability to delete all elites. Thank you for the follow, and welcome to our Stellaris stream. Thank you for stopping by. We are playing with a new species today, and we are playing with the common ground origin. And so we're trying to wiggle and work our way around having 2 very close AIs right next to us. And yeah, just trying to, play. These are like border wars right now. Except, yes. And by the way, I like your name. We just got a D&D started with some of my friends, and I look forward to seeing this thing come to fruition. Is it fruition? Fruition? I think it's fruition. All right, so we got a system that has been charted, and I'm actually going to pull a really aggressive move right here. And I'm just going to expand there. I don't care if it costs me more influence. Actually, they just spent some influence expanding to that planet. No, you don't lose influence for expanding to planets or colonizing planets. Birds of a feather. Yes, that has to be the new one now. Birds of a feather. Guys, we're going to go ahead and recruit a third scientist right now. And we have this Spark of Genius traded scientist. A little bit older than our other candidates, but that trait right there is very nice. And I think I'm going to go for that. Increasing our research speed by 3%. We are going to put them into a science ship. And now we're going to go ahead and just survey the last systems that we left behind and start researching maybe some anomalies. There we go. And so let me grab my construction ship here. And oh, this system is still not fully surveyed just yet. Let's see here. Where are we going to go to? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and just start surveying all the way up in this direction. And so, right on. Early on in the game, you can see here now that having your military ships go forward and just kind of survey around some of the systems, not really survey, but explore the other systems, see what's going on, is a good way to find those planets early on, even without surveying the system. And here we have it, our borders have been expanded. That is wonderful. And I'm actually going to send my, I'm going to go ahead and build the mining stations in the system first. But yes, another choke point has been closed off on them. And now the goal is to try to take this one as well and completely stop them from expanding. They may get a few of these systems here, but yeah, if we can just hold them off for now, we should be good. Now, my fleets, it looks like I lost them. I don't know where they went, but we're going to have to build some more because they took some damage here. And it looks like right now I can't recruit or I can't reinforce my ships at the moment, which is, that can't be right. All right, so again, just waiting for my slowpoke scientist here to finish surveying this Horribim system. Okay, and here we go. We got Starmag that has been fully surveyed as well, and so we'll want to take that as well. But right now, we're still just kind of feeling out our empire here. And let's see, is it time? Yes. Securing the holes in the galaxy. And so really, I just want all of my sector. This is my, let me see. Yeah, this is all my sector right now. Oh, wait, why does it go all the way over here? Okay, I got to connect these, but yeah, as soon as I can do that, I can connect my sectors together. And yeah, we'll have more governor bonuses from that. And so for my science ship here, yes, we finished surveying this system. And next up, we're just going to really push forward in this direction. I got to know what's going on here. And I'm just going to help my current scientist in this area. We're just going to see if we can get all of this surveyed faster than the AI and take it. Take it. And so here we got that pop growth speed technology that has been completed. And now hydroponic farming. This right here is a pretty solid technology to research. And we're going to get that squared away. And so the other empires are starting to expand as well. Just I don't know if they're expanding in the right direction. But once we get some more mining in our empire here, we're going to go ahead and take this last system and work our way up. We got plenty of influence right now to still kind of do our thing. Here we got another plume of skydive. This is our scientist. And again, I'd rather them live longer with this resilient trait. But man, that roamer giving that increased survey speed could be very juicy for us right now. Early game trait that will help us right now, but we're going to work with it. Going back to my construction ship here, they're just waiting. I like to keep an eye on my civilian ships, and let's go ahead and now try reinforcing. There we go. Getting some more corvettes back into our fleet. And so even now, my fleet, oh yeah, my fleet kind of fell behind. Let's see, our economy is actually pretty good right now, and our technology. And so we got a solid economy and a technology compared to our AI partners. Oh yeah, and this system has now been surveyed. And so once again, the AI is not going to be able to expand here. If you can get your borders to expand 2 systems between yourself and another AI, they will not cross it. In this case here, like they could cross here. This AI that I have pinched in right now could cross from this system, go here, and then jump over here and expand. But if I had, in this case here, they could still jump from here to here. But if I secure this system, they will not be able to expand across two systems unless they have a wormhole or something like that. Now, jumping over here to our tradition tree, I think I might go ahead and start to finish the expansion tree. And let's just, my empire size is not really impacting me like really heavy right now. But if we can keep it low, wonderful. The courier network tradition. And so it says a network of small courier vessels is a reliable alternative for transporting VIPs or delivering messages that can be trusted to FTL communications. Now, this will tie our far-flung colonies more closely together. And from this tradition, we get a decrease in our empire size from systems and planets, both by 25%. Now, mostly from systems is going to be where we get that bonus from right now. But later on, as we get more planets, that'll be worth it in the late game. And so next up, we got plenty of energy credits here. We could probably squeeze in some minerals, and maybe we could, just maybe, we could squeeze another science lab on, or research lab. And so we'll do that and get some more scientist jobs on planet Thethoria. But yeah, outside of that though, I think we've been doing a solid job here. Securing these choke point systems. So outside of that, I did just spend all of my alloys reinforcing my fleets. We won't be able to upgrade our bases just yet, but we will be able to continue expanding and building more mining districts here even further. And so better be careful it doesn't become some sort of a mega version of two birds, one stone. Oh yeah, birds of a feather. Yeah, oh yeah. And so here, I want to see if that migration treaty has actually been working, because we have an edict active, and yes, it is not working because still only birds are on my world. And let's go back to our government tab here. I think I'm going to switch this land of opportunity edict here, because we're not getting a lot of immigration pull at the moment. And let's see, we got a couple of options. Let's just go for maybe diplomatic grants. I guess we can give that a shot. Since we pretty much, let's see, I wanted to see what empire was over here. Oh, nice. There is no empire over here just yet. This is the Tin Yankee. There they are. And so we'll leave them be for now. We'll probably try to expand there a little bit later on. I guess let me see. I guess we could spend some more time here building more jobs on our planets. And so maybe we'll build another research lab here, but that'll burn my I'm getting ahead of myself, guys. Sorry. I'm thinking in my head and it's coming out of my mouth here. Cells. It says an asteroid is particularly hollow. Within its interior spaces sprawls a dense honeycomb structure crafted of some unknown alloy housing containers of alien genetic material. Now, by all appearances, this is an archive of life. The genetic record of some earlier civilization come and gone. Most of the DNA is hopelessly degraded, but there is still much to learn. And so fascinating. This is going to give me some tech deposits that we can exploit a little bit later on. Now, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this world. And since we are running a little low on consumer goods, I think instead let's look into, we could go for, that involves more consumer goods. We could get some more alloys, and I think that might be worth it here since we have the minerals to sustain it. And wonderful. So borders have been secured. Now I'm just going to go ahead and have my my construction ship here just go ahead and start automatically queuing to take up these base deposits in these systems. And my second construction ship is going to continue pushing directly in this area. Now, if I can, I just want to take these three systems in hopes that there's nothing here, because we could potentially secure up to like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to about 8 other systems. And so, guys, we went ahead and researched our first mass extinct situation. This was back with the barren world. And so apparently we found a bunch of fossils on the planet. And it says here that life on the now barren planet, which we'll go ahead and take a look at, sadly was doomed from the start. And so here is this doomed world here. Now, as if by some cruel stellar conspiracy, the dominant species on the planet barely had time to awaken to sapience and invent agriculture before, through unfortunate geological mechanisms, the Earth started turning sour. That's tragic. Now, samples of lower soil strata and the fossilized remains of the creatures that once roamed the planet show that several vital minerals needed to rejuvenate the soil ended up through their largely agricultural diet and the endoskeletons of the native beings. Now, their bones were prone to fossilize rather than decay, and their very existence exhausted the fragile ecosystem they inhabited, leaving it permanently transformed in the wake of their passing. And so, yes. Yeah, thank you, PDX. Welcome. Hey, and have some fun playing that. I think I might be trying that out a little bit later on in the week. But yeah, we are just now starting our new playthrough here with our avian species, and we're trying to... What in the world is this icon? Holy moly, we got Nasuz Demetor, or Demetor? Holy moly. Look at this guy. We have a renowned paragon, and so the man is thin to the point of starvation. There's a sense of decrepitude about him. His fine clothes are faded, his skin as dry as parchment, and his voice rises barely above a whisper. Wow. And so already we found a paragon here 10 years into the game. He says that my name is Nasuz. I am a collector of dust and myth. Thank you for receiving me. And I'm going to say, yeah, what do you mean by dust and myth? He says, this galaxy is old. Long before yours came to be, countless other civilizations rose and fell. Dust is their legacy, and myth our inheritance. I seek to uncover the truth of the past, that it may be preserved, that it may be learned from. And so I'm going to say, and this is why you've come? And he says, it is not only for my own belief, I assure you. No, the riches of the past are beyond counting. I would share them with you. And so I'm going to say, yo, we have gained from your excavations, or what have you gained from your excavations? He says artifacts, wisdom, splendor. But not only this, all things have their echoes in the past. Paradoxical is it not, how in our own fight against oblivion, we've forgotten to listen. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is, but he's pretty sweet. He's a scientist. He has an increased survey speed modifier. He has the veteran class explorer trait as well. And he is spiritualist. Here are all of his traits. He's a vibrant storyteller. So he has another plus 25 survey speed modifier and a 10% strategic resource discovery chance. Holy moly, that is huge. On top of that, he is insightful. So it says here that in his science ship, on researching any anomaly, he gets tech and all research equal to a monthly production ×1. On top of that, he's resilient. He's an archaeologist, but he has the stubbornness trait. So he's not really good at assisting in research. We are definitely going to enlist this character. And so now we are slightly over our leader capacity here. And so let me jump to one of my a little bit weaker scientists here. Oh, and this one has that spark of genius trait. I got to keep that. I guess we'll go ahead and swap out this scientist. We'll replace them with Mr. Nasuz here. Epic. And so hopefully he's alive for a long time. I don't know. He's pretty old. We'll see how many years we can get out of him. But let's head over here to our leaders now, and let's just drop one of the scientists. And so, unfortunately, this one did not meet our requirements at the moment. Oh, that's my leader. Pfft. I was going to dismiss the leader there. All right, so who do I have? What do I have here? I have an admiral. I have 4 scientists. You know what? Let me double check who my leader is. So, Wing Yer is my governor. My governor or my leader? I'm confused. Which one is my? Oh, here we go. So, Claws of Red is my head of research. And I'm not sure who to replace then. Okay, we'll look at our governors too. I have 2 governors. One is already governing my homeworld. In this case, yeah, I guess we have no generals, but we have all these scientists. And so they're all surveying systems. I just can't bring myself to take that one away. And this one's my player heir. So that's what it is. This is why I can't dismiss this leader. They are a player heir. And so You know what? Since I have a scientist that is already a spark of genius, this one here, I guess we'll just go ahead and dismiss this one. Sad to see him go, but I'd rather not have those penalties early on. So let's find the science ship here. Okay, there it is. And let's get our player heir onto researching projects now. And this isn't the worst thing either, because now that heir, when my leader dies, the heir can take over with a higher level. And so once again, we are now going to expand our borders. I'm running a little low on influence. Excuse me, guys. But no worries. We're going to keep expanding as soon as we can. Let's check out the other AI and see what's going on. Their fleet power is overwhelming compared to mine right now. But I can imagine for maybe not much longer. I haven't really built a lot of my ships here. And now we're going to sprinkle some sauce into our government. We got a faction that has been found. It says a new faction has been recently gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Beakborn Empire. They call themselves the Alien Suffrage Institute. Their members have been pushing hard for friendly relations with other alien species. Now, a disgruntled faction will be a source of trouble, but one that approves the government's action could be useful. We also have the Alliance of Spiritualists. All right, so both of them are probably going to have different pushes. We already have pretty friendly relations with the other AI, and they don't seem to be going down at all whatsoever, and so cool stuff there. Faction traction. The legend speaks of this. Yes, I actually like that, faction traction. But speaking of factions and things like that, let's check out our fleets here. We're going to reinforce those, and then now let's go see what these factions want. And so the Alliance of Spiritualists, they're like, yo, we like the way you're running this empire. 95% approval. And the other empire, the Alien Suffrage Institute, 100% approval rating. They just got 3 issues. Looks like they want us to keeping in any enclave station within our borders facilitates cultural exchange, which will please the Alien Suffrage Institute. Okay, so we could probably do that. They want us to establish first contact with other civilizations, and they want to be represented on the council. And so this says having a ruler or counselor with of their ethic will please the Alien Suffrage Institute. That I don't know if I can necessarily do. That just depends on my ruler. And so whether I think he's spiritualist, and these are not the traits there. And so no worries, though. We're going to go ahead and go over here and manage this faction. And I'm actually going to promote them. I want this to be the primary faction. And yeah, all of our issues seem to be addressed with this faction right now. They're bigger. They support us. The more support we get, the more unity we get. And that's why we're at 63 unity right now. Now, we got ships that are on the way. We have our borders that have been expanded. Next up, let's see about... Oh. We have found another pre-FTL species. Now, this is a tropical world too, so hopefully that's not colonized by any other pops yet. But we now have increased our survey speed, and let's go for that global energy management technology next. I love kind of like maxing out on energy credits in the early game. And here, we still have to wait. Actually, we will not be waiting. We are going to go ahead and expand our borders once again. And so here we have secured a second choke point system, and we just have 2 more systems to go in hopes that I will take all of these later on. But yeah, I think right now we've done a pretty decent job of securing this blessed Etherean state empire within their borders here. All right, so let's check out the Federation. Ooh. We'll leave this project be for now. But here, let's see. Our tech is still pretty high compared to the other empires. It's nice that I can see their fleet power. And our economy is very close. Oh, and I can change our succession term now to 30 years. It looks like the other empires will agree on this. And that'll extend my federation term up to the year 2230. And so there it is. There it is. And so now until 2230, we will be president of this federation. We've extended our term. For engineering technology here, let's jump over to carrier operations so we can get that basic strike craft tech. For this here, yeah, that's the law that we just voted with our federation. And we are lacking the food. We need food pretty badly here. And so let's start with, we'll probably need a hydroponic bay technology that we're researching to start that first. You know, I'm going to build some shipyards for starters so that we can build more ships faster. Uh-oh. And guys, we have found a fallen empire. The Omnian continuity. There we go. And so biological civilization detected, they say. Initiate custodial protocol 46 subroutine Alpha 8. Message follows. Greetings, organic sapients. You are approaching Omnian I can't say this word. Continuity territory. There we go. These systems serve as a refuge for sapient organics against the error block data corrupted threat. For refugee status, applications proceed to central processing. All sapient organic species are welcomed on basis of availability and need. And so, yeah, they say that we'll be met with extreme hostility if we are to use any hostile actions against the refugees. Where this is located at, let's find out. Oh, that's a ring world. Wow. And so the Omnian continuity, this empire is right above us. Yeah, they're ancient caretakers. And so we have a fallen empire to the north. I'm hoping that they have like closed their borders to other empires on the other side of them so that we can expand a little bit further along these systems here. Hopefully, we'll see. So we have an alien spacecraft. Let's see here. Sure, we'll issue this project as well. We have a empire. Oh, nice. So the continuity empire, the ancient caretakers, have opened their borders to us, and so that is a good first move from them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to go ahead and complete our first tradition here. Galactic ambition. And so the banner of our great empire will one day be as common as hydrogen throughout the galaxy. This will decrease my starbase upkeep by 20%. And on top of that, we're gonna get our first ascension perk here. And so we got a couple of options here. Let's see, what do we want to go for first? My pops seem to be okay right now. They're not unhappy or anything like that. I guess since we have some pretty decent tech knowledge right now compared to the other AI, technological ascendancy. Let's give this one a shot, unless there's one that I feel like I'm not seeing. Let's see here. I thought there was something that gives me like a... Oh, here it is. Interstellar Dominion. And so the stars beckon on and we follow. May nothing stand between us and them. And this will decrease my starbase influence cost and my claim influence cost. But let's try technological ascendancy. I haven't started with this one in a while. And yeah, like I said, we're just going to go ahead and keep maxing out on that technology. And so next up for my home world here, let's see what's going on. We got 6 jobs open. And still got some farmer jobs available to be filled up. And that is one of the reasons why my food is having a slight shortage right now. And so I'll pump the brakes on building jobs, and we'll let these open jobs start to fill up now. And so we'll come back to those a little bit later on. We have found, oh, wow, this is epic. And so a strategic resource cache has been found by my scientist, my renowned scientist. And it says here that he has discovered strategic resources in this system over here on the left. On top of that, a 80% size 21 habitable world has been found. Now, constructing a mining station in orbit will allow us to make best use of the discovery in this system. Excellent. And so this will add +1 rare crystal in that system. Man, that is going to be very good. Really, I feel like I might have my scientist stop surveying and just start researching anomalies and let him survey other systems. Because I think the more systems he surveys, the higher the chances that he will be able to... Yeah, here it says, on researching any anomalies... Actually, no, he needs to research anomalies to get all research equal to monthly production. Okay, cool. And so renowned paragons, that's pretty sweet. Let's have him go ahead and research these anomalies. And for the scientist, we'll have them go ahead and continue surveying systems. And so we'll get these systems, especially this little unobserved cluster, surveyed right away. And then bring them back up here. But yeah, hopefully we can find another planet in these systems right now. We still haven't expanded to our second world just yet, but we are just 2 systems away from expanding either here or, like I said, this system has 2 tomb worlds and 1 savannah world in it. None of them are habitable. Now, my head of research has a new trait available, and let's give them that research speed modifier. Absolutely phenomenal. We're going to jump over to our fleets, and I'm going to see if I can go ahead and queue up some more reinforcements here. And there we have it, about 5 more corvettes on the way. Excellent. Most excellent. Now, Claws of Red. What's up? It says that Claws of Red has become a trendsetter among the general population. Everything from her style to her method of speech has attracted a sizable following. Her reach extends across all socioeconomic strata, there we go, and she has been proven particularly popular among the youth. Cool, and so we got a cool little leader here. We have no reason not to support this. Yeah, why wouldn't we? And so stylish trends modifier has been added for 5 years, giving this leader the chance to increase monthly unity by 10 and increasing amenities from jobs. And so nice. That seems like a really good trait to have right there. And here we have the gas giant structure. We'll check it out later. A comet has been sighted, and this increases once again more happiness, 5% for 5 years. Excelente. And so let's go ahead and upgrade our fleets. We have hydroponic farming now, and so let's also just double down on the food really quick. Right now we have a little bit of a food shortage. We have the hydroponic bay buildings that's been queued up now. I already have some farms on my worlds. Let's go ahead and try to go with the eco simulation to increase the farmers' production right now. And so if we go back to my tropical world here, yeah, we still need those farmers to fill in this job, but it doesn't hurt to get some more food as well. Maybe we can add that as trade later. No, what just happened right there? Okay, my fleet has been fully repaired. Now, one of my science ships here has found some hostile drones, and we have to be very careful. Oh, that was my renowned paragon. Oh no, it was my head of research. Okay, so that wouldn't have been the end of the world if they died, but still, in the early game, seeing your leaders go really quickly is tragic. All of the things we could have used them for, and seeing them just pass away is very unfortunate. And so let's go ahead and get these civvy ships moving here and surveying systems. Here we got a couple of hostile ships we have to deal with a little bit later on. Decisions. I want to see what the AI ships are looking like right now. I wonder if we can scope out their specs here, and they actually have more shields. Oh, this is a science ship. No. I want to see what those fleets look like. All right, and so the fleets are actually running with more shields this time around. And so I think that, yeah, that leaves their armor a little bit weaker. I'm not sure if I'm building this right. So guys, question of the stream here. This is the very early game. The AI is running with small mass drivers and missiles. And so I know for sure with the mass drivers, we would want to build heavy on armor, since this weapon does negative 50% armor damage. And with this has 100% shield penetration. And so I think we're on the right track with the armor, but the weapons here, I've been going with all missiles. This says here that this increases shield hit points, and they have more of this than they do armor. Key Orion says go kinetics. Copy that. I do have missiles though, and so if we penetrate their shields, let's see here. This does 16 to 24 damage. And so I think shields is okay for now, but if we need to switch later on, just curious. I always wonder how to change up these builds and things like that. And so actually that's pretty good. Yeah, going all missiles. Copy that. Because it says it has shield penetration. They have those shields. We'll penetrate their shields and do damage right to their armor. And so yeah, Kia Ryan, welcome to the stream. You can quickly take down their shields and then burn through the armor. Copy that. Oh, we got the rubricator. And so the analysis of the ship's logs reveal that the crew met its demise when trying to retrieve an irreplaceable alien artifact called the rubricator. It was stolen from their society by a pack of thieving rats, a curious choice of words as they themselves are most rat-like in appearance. Now, the logs are mainly comprised of curses willing the rat robbers to the end of the universe and beyond. The crew has counted upward of 50 individual words for defecation, as well as a wide selection of places from which the stars cannot escape, but their arduous work has paid off. We have uncovered the last known location of the rubricator in a previously uncharted system, and if we are to believe its former owners, its powers are worth pursuing. And so we must have the rubricator, and this is going to start another event chain, the rubricator event chain. And so that is going to be very nice to get our hands on later on in the run. But in the meantime, though, let's see. This is my skydive leader. They're still really, really young. And so we're going to have them go ahead and just start surveying systems here. And oh, I'm going to imagine this is where the rubricator is, because now we have another system that just kind of spawned out of nowhere. And it has that relic world inside of it. Arduous, something tiresome. Ah, okay. I forget the context of how I was using that, but right on. Arduous, Arduous, or Arduous. And so, yeah, let's keep our game going here, guys. Got some really good expansion ahead of us at the moment. For my leader here, we're going to go for that fertility preacher once again, since we are running low on food. This will give us more food from jobs. And here we have Nefri's Pride. And so the armed vessel discovered in, let's check the system out. Oh, this is the asteroid. We got a situation going on with this thing here. It says an abandoned military spacecraft called Nefri's Pride. Its light frame and evasion hardware suggest it was built for long-distance patrol missions, but it has since been retrofitted into a long-range stealth bomber. Now, records of the ship's comms reveal that it was hijacked by a rebel guerrilla and its way to perform a strike against a secret complex called the Zyvan Labs, set to hold a weapon so powerful it could win them the war. Sounds like a pretty interesting weapon there. It says, we've extracted the ship's destination from its navigation drive, and now we're going to go ahead and send a science crew to the lab. And so we got projects happening all around the galaxy right now. But nonetheless, though, we're going to continue surveying systems. Now, here we have a situation with our Federation. We got all kinds of projects happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Please hit that like and subscribe if you're hanging out here in the channel, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. Appreciate the support. And it says here that the members of our sanctified compact are united around their spirituality. Now, we found common ground in the fact that we are believers, but the Federation is home to various creeds, faiths, and churches, and cohabitation is sometimes uneasy. Now, lately, the members of clergies have been pushing for the sanctified compact to hold their ecumenical council where we could gather and try to outline a unified dogma and define the core tenets of our beliefs. Now, the idea was approved, and every member of the Sanctified Compact has been asked to send representatives. We're going to say our envoy in the Federation can handle this. And guys, we have the Diplocorp's origin, and so we have been starting with a lot of envoys. Right now, we have 7 total, I believe, and 6 of them are currently leveling up the Federation. Right now, our cohesion is at 6.45. I wish the other AI would add more envoys as well, but no worries. My Federation is going to be leveling up very fast. Here, we're already nearly at level 2 of our Federation, and we'll check that out when we get there. All right, so my fleets have all been upgraded, and now we're back on equal terms with the other AI when it comes to relative fleet power. And so I'm kind of using the Federation to kind of like check and see relative power more accurately. And here it looks like I have the highest economy out of the other members of this Federation. I have the second strongest fleet. I have the strongest technology score. And all of the other AI have a high opinion of me. On top of that, our diplomacy, our diplomatic weight is the highest out of the other Federation members. And so let's go back to our home world here, check out what's going on. Still just waiting for another pop to grow in this world. And so we'll just kick back and relax before we build anything there, same as before. Here, let's see, what do we have going on? So this is my renowned leader, and I'm trying to be careful with them. I'm just going to have them go ahead and start researching anomalies here. I don't want them to be the first system to go into other systems. Now, we have leveled up our Federation. Here we have, let's see, what's new? We got the pro-cytalizing envoys. Oh, tell me. Envoys assigned to this Federation will now provide 50% more cohesion and increase spiritualist ethic attraction within our own empire. Juicy, because I have a lot of them. Now that cohesion's at 10, even though I think it might be a little overkill, but nice. Let's see here. Promotion of culture. It says our myriad of culture identities is our strength. By promoting it, we will immeasurably increase our might. This will give my planetary capitals 1 additional culture worker, and this is doubled for systems that have system capital complexes. Good stuff there. And then last but not least, our third level 2 trait that we get from this sanctified compact holy covenant federation is to spread the holy word. Now, we cannot guarantee that spiritualist interest will be protected unless we are able to encode them into the galaxy. It says here that voting strength of Divinity of Life resolutions will be increased by 25%. And so already we are on level 2 of our federation, 12 years into the game. Let's keep this thing going here and let's get our construction ship. I think we should be able to build another starbase. And there we have it. Another starbase. Now we have a heated debate that's going on in the Ecumenical Council. It says the question of what does it take to be a holy world is a delicate one, and many sensitivities were hurt in the discussion surrounding it. In particular, our delegation was most headstrong, and there has been recorded insulting several other high-ranking prelates from other empires. We requested an official apology, or they have requested an official apology from us. Ooh, so I don't have enough influence to actually apologize right now. And so we're gonna have to call them dimwits, and we'll say we stand by what we have said. And I think that's gonna leave us with some negative impacts with other empires there. And so not the diplomatic route I wanted to take right on, but no worries. We're still gonna continue increasing our fleets, and we're gonna ask them, you know, what are you gonna do about it? Are you going to do anything about it? And so I got another starbase available to build. We're gonna build it right next to my home system here once I buy some more alloys. And now the council's back up here on our screen. And so the situation says, the intense debates about is the shroud a divine dimension left everyone agitated and in a high temper. Now, to increase things, it has been decided that every empire shall offer gifts and tokens of friendship to the other empires. What should we send? And so we could send a symbolic gesture, or we could send nothing. And you know what? I think sending a gesture would be a good idea. You know, this is a spiritualist species, and so, you know, they treat materialistic things a little bit differently than empires that are not like that. And so I'm pretty sure we would benefit from that. Here we're going to go ahead. It looks like we're going to begin digging for the rubricator. But for my construction ship, we've expanded once again. Now I'm running a little low on influence, so I know that I'm not going to be able to expand for a little bit. But what I'll do is I'll start building those mining districts into the system next. All right, so we have an encounter in base cluster. We'll hit interesting there. We've discovered the planetary machinery dig site, and we'll get back to that one a little bit next. And so back to the council here, we have Concords prevails. Now truly, we are blessed. Whatever apprehensions we had going in, we have proven wrong, and everything went quite smoothly. Precise theology and inspired discourse have allowed us to create a harmonious corpus of our own dogma. We will surely revisit it later, but for now, it will serve as the foundation of a united faith that will bring us closer to each other. Excellent. And so for 20 years, we get plus 20% unity from jobs and 3 monthly Federation XP. Yo, this is paying off. And now, yeah, our cohesion, wow, we're getting 13 XP per month. That is excellent. And so let me go back here. We got about, you know, we're not even halfway to our reaching our term as Federation president. But here it says that our scientist reports of an enormous structure located in this system behind me. Apparently it's on this planet. And so, in fact, the gargantuan corpse of some kind of unidentified alien creature, not only is the corpse large enough to be seen with the naked eye, it also appears to be shedding large quantities of psychotropic chemicals that may have a neurological side effect for organic life forms on the planet. And so this is going to add some science deposits on this little bitty, it looks like a moon or a barren world, but excellent. We'll definitely look into that later on. Now, my renowned Paragon needs a system to go survey, and I'm going to hold off on doing that. Instead, let's, you know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. We're going to start surveying systems up here. Now we got another tradition available. We've completed our first tradition tree, and for, we may jump back to diplomacy, or let me see what other traditions are available right now. So looks like we could maybe use some more food, or look, we are going to diplomacy, but man, just going with supremacy has been kind of like my comfort tradition point to pick, just because I like having a bigger fleet here. And on top of that, right away, it increases my naval capacity. And so supremacy says that the future of this galaxy belongs to those who are strong enough to seize it. Now, adopting this tradition gives me the military build-up agenda. It increases my naval capacity by 20, and it increases my army damage by 20%. And so will we be using our armies? Hopefully not sooner than later, but it never hurts to have an army ready to go right away. And so here we're gonna go ahead and reinforce the last of our fleets for our first fleet. And we're gonna change the name of this fleet. And so we're gonna name this one Team Alpha, just so that I know that this is my first and main fleets. After that, let's see, we'll keep our game going here. My home world. Let's see what's happening. So we did get one pop to fill in that farmer job. We have another encounter here with an alien species that's currently living on a size 17 world. And yes, my head of researcher scientists exited that system right away. And so let's go ahead and see what's going on down here next. And then, you know what? I might just bring them either... You know, we'll move them up here to survey deeper into the galaxy. All right, so right now we're gonna go ahead and jump over here, and I think we gotta wait a little bit to get some more influence. You need that influence right here to expand your borders. I'm running a little low because I've been expanding very quickly. But yeah, we'll let that build up a little bit, take a breather on expansion. Jumping over here to our star bases. Let's get that hydroponic base up so that it'll take some of the strain off my planets. Don't want to spend too much time building those agricultural districts, but the ones that we do have now will get a nice bonus from this eco simulation technology. And so after that, let's go back to our society tab. I don't have any naval capacity, or I don't have any soldiers yet on my planets, so this might not help me out as much as I would like for it to. We do have scientists, and so biodiversity studies will be my go-to tech. And it's been a few years now. Let's see what our other members are comparing to us. And so, oh yeah, baby, we're leading in all categories, actually, except for fleet. We're only down by a little bit when it comes to fleet power, but yeah, everything else we are looking pretty solid. And I want to see what our laws are looking like. I have to wait a long time before we can change this to 40 years. At the moment, there are no other... Oh, actually, we can change our Federation centralization to low. And so it looks like in this stream today, guys, it looks like we're going to be diving a little bit into federations and things like that.
Ding, ding, ding.
Terrible Hamster, thank you for that gifted sub to D&D Boy. 15 gifted subs, yo. Appreciate the support. Thank you for just hanging out in the stream. Terrible Hamster, guys, a phenomenal supporter of the channel. Just always here. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time that you spend in my channel and my community as well. I love posting with you in Discord. And so appreciate the gifted sub, my friend. D&D Boy, enjoy those animated emotes and just regular emotes as well. Yeah, not to take away from some of my other friends as well. I have a lot of wonderful people that hang out here. But yes, Terrible, I appreciate that. Times a trillion, my friend. And so yeah, we're gonna try and change this Federation centralization law to low. And it says that the level of the Federation influence over member states are kept very low. Now, this unlocks a bunch of succession types, war declarations, and member invites, separate treaty laws, and things like that. And so, yeah, the not so terrible hamster. His name doesn't match how awesome he is. All right, he's not terrible. He is phenomenal. All right, let's see here. So this level of centralization will add 20 to the base level of intel provided by this Federation type, setting it to a minimum of 70. So, okay, cool. This will just give us more. It changes things. It changes some laws, but it also gives us intel on other empires. Cool. Very cool. And we're gonna go ahead and vote for this. I'm just one of several Alpha fans, but I appreciate your kind words. Right on, right on. Let's see. Here we're gonna vote yes for it. And so that's gonna be another law that we change in this holy covenant right now. Let's grab our scientists, and here we have multiple hostile species and all of these neighboring systems. And so no worries there. That's going to give us a couple of options here. You know what? Actually, we're just going to send all of our scientists in this direction and just quickly survey everything that's going on in this area. And then we'll start breaking them off once we get into this little cluster above my noggin. All right, and so yo guys, I'm gonna take a quick splash with some water here. We've been going for a little bit over an hour and a half. Hopefully everyone's been having a solid Monday so far. And yo, if you guys are playing Stellaris, what kind of origins are you playing with? If you've been playing with Galactic Paragons, what kind of renowned leaders have you found in your games? Have you guys had any luck here? We are about to, let me see. We've already surveyed this system. We're gonna go ahead and start moving forward and helping here as well. And so eventually I'm gonna have about 3 different scientists all in this area surveying the same system. And that is gonna be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Whoa, 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 pump the brakes here. This system has not been fully surveyed yet. And so we'll survey that and then we'll bounce back. But we definitely wanna make sure we're getting all of these nearby systems checked out right away. Even though we're a little bit further outside of my sector, it's no worries. I wish my sector was a little bit bigger, but at least we have AI allies right next to us. Now, eventually I'm going to start trying to propose subjugation. If not, we're going to see if we can just increase our fleet power and potentially dominate this species below us. And so, you know, we want strong allies, but if they can't be strong on their own, we'll just force them into subjugation. That's usually my game plan. Either my ally gets conquered or they get subjugated. And so, oh man, here it is. My renowned leader has found another cache. Let's see here. It doesn't say what it is. Oh, exotic gases. Let's go. And so my renowned leader just finds these random resources and systems. And there he found some exotic gases. And so let's just go ahead and have them survey some more systems and we'll start checking out these areas. Excellent. Very excellent. And so you'll notice almost, I mean, a lot of these systems, we have volatile motes here. We have rare crystals. We have more volatile motes. We have Zro, exotic gases. This renowned leader is coming in clutch right now. Like he is finding all of these strategic resources. And I'm hoping that we can take advantage of every single one of them. And so they're going to go ahead. We have 2 scientists here now surveying, checking things out. Let's go to my shipyard. And we're going to queue up just one of our Corvette ships. And we're going to try and get to work on our 2nd fleet now. And so all my resources are starting to slowly gather up. Expanding that base there. And there we have it. So we got another fleet. Let's get to work on it. Heading back to my fleet manager. Here's that one ship. This will be Team Bravo. Team Bravo. And so same thing here, just 20 ships, queued them up and reinforce them all, or at least as many as we can. And so we got about what, 3 Corvettes on the way. And usually I used to build anchorages really early on, but now I've been going with building shipyards so that we can build ships faster. And I think that's been kind of helping me out a little bit. Now we've been letting these jobs, these available jobs right here, this little tab, this 4, that's good. We want it to be a little bit lower so that we can get these 2 jobs filled in. Right now we got 1 more farmer job open and then 3 more miner jobs left to go. After that, you know what? I probably might go ahead and squeeze on another city district, but I need some more minerals. There we go. That way we can get an open building slot and we can get some more amenities from clerk jobs. Now, carrier operations. This gives me the basic strike craft component for my bases. We'll be using that, and then we'll go for 0G refineries, since right now we are expanding our borders. And when I do so, I usually, like all these minerals here, we'll be getting a little extra output in that direction. Now, my science ship has finished surveying here, and we're going to send them up here to help out the other scientists. And so we're actually going to have them wrap back around and start surveying whatever is in this area, if there's not just a bunch of hostiles over there blocking the way. For my construction ship, man, oh man, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. We had a goal to reach this home system here. I'm just going to build some mining districts, or I'm going to mine these resources first. Same thing with the technology as well, and then we'll come back and see if we can expand our borders once again. I think we need about 67 influence. Now we have a new tradition, and we are diving into the supremacy tradition tree even further. And so next up, we have master shipwrights. It says the ever-increasing scope of our shipbuilding programs has led to the creation of highly skilled and efficient labor forces at our shipyards. Methods have continually been refined, and the time it takes to go from hull plating to a completed starship is now shorter than ever before. The effects of this tradition will increase ship build speed and decrease ship build costs, and so that's definitely what we want right now. And we'll start building a little bit more of those later on when I get some more alloys. And so here again, oh, let's see, are we going to be able to, I need about another, we'll just get another 500 minerals right now. And let's build the remainder of the mining things that we can build here later on. We'll exploit those resources now. For our home world, 3 jobs available. Perfect. Our food is as high as it's ever been before. And I think now would probably be a good time to squeeze on another industrial district. The consumer goods are at 0, and so it's not the end of the world if that's... it's kind of like, it's maybe at like -1, or it's at -2. So -2.2 resources. So that's not going to be the end of the world for me right now. I can maintain that. We'll get that industrial district up and get those pops working right away. Biodiversity studies is our next tech that we've completed. Let's jump over to, let's see here. Planetary unification. This gives me a grant lump sum of unity, and monthly unity will be increased as well. That is very good, because on my home planet here, we have a couple of these temple jobs, and those give me unity. And so we've also found a terraforming candidate world. Awesome, awesome. This empire will not be expanding, but again, we don't know what's on the other side. And so I think I may be trying to expand in this direction if we make it over there. Now for my scientists, let's see what's going on. I thought I had you queued up for multiple systems. You know, let's just start with automatically surveying. There we go. And so they'll get busy at that. And now we'll kick back and queue up some more ships to reinforce. And so that's going to give me about 5 more ships on the way. Wonderful, wonderful. Another beautiful song from Stellaris. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a favorite Stellaris song, let me know what it is. And wow, we have found a shielded world. We got to document this, all right? We got to put this on the Stellaris Discovery channel. And so this is going to be one of our goals for the stream here. We got to figure out what is going on with that shielded world. Can we unshield it? What is inside of the planet? We must find out. But in the meantime, though, we're going to go with administrative AI for our physics technology. We got a fleet growing. We got AI ships moving around. Uh-oh. Looks like my fleet was unable to build a final station here. And so no worries. We'll go ahead and move on to this next system. Oh, is there a base here? No, there's not. So I should be able to... I had 2 construction ships selected. We'll grab the other and we will try to expand in this direction next as well. And so yeah, I had 2 construction ships piled up on each other. All right, so let's keep our game going here. But yeah, we have a hostile fleet here. I'm not sure what's their dealio, but right now we don't have the fleet power to even contend with them at the moment. Let's go back to our Federation here. And again, our fleets are soaring over theirs. We are now in first place. I mean, we are still in first place. We're actually tied for our economy, but we're still doing pretty solid here compared to the other AI empires in this game so far. And so we're playing with the common ground origin. We start as the president of a federation. We have 13 years to go. And it says here that the sonified science situation has appeared. And one of our science crews has succeeded in isolating a signal embedded with the unusual pattern of interference in the chalk system. The signal is a song, a complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation to be precise, and one that our science officer of Red cannot seem to get out of their head. Who or what may have composed this song remains unknown, though its complexity infers an incredible level of technological sophistication regarding the subspace harmonics. Now, the signal's jeticides suggest a point of origin from outside of our galaxy. And so that's going to give us a ton of tech points right there, but quite an interesting situation we have going on over there. We found a song. We don't know who made the song, but it sounds absolutely incredible. And sure, I'll go ahead and now start researching some of these projects that come by. But yeah, here we still have low jobs. We have that industrial district on the way, and so that'll add 2 more jobs to this world. We should be okay for now. We'll come back to it a little bit later on. And hold up. I completely forgot, guys. We had a spiraling slum planetary feature here. And so you want to keep an eye on your districts when you're clearing these out, because some of them will have some sort of aftermath or some sort of side effect when you do so. In this case here, when we clear out a spiraling slum, you can't see what it's doing behind my chrome dome here, but here, this might make it a little bit easier. This will give me 1 extra pop. So on clearing this out, it gives you an extra pop on your planet. We'll clear that out right away, and we'll go back over here to our engineering technology, and now our mining station output will be increased when we research this long-range mineral scanner technology. Now, I see a lot of construction ships and science ships are queued up over here. Let's start surveying some more systems. And for my renowned scientist, I'm going to just take them out on a whim and just have them survey these systems kind of blindly. Hopefully we don't come across any troubles. We're expanding our borders as well. That's going to be a continuation there. And here we have the geothermal situation. And so if the measured pounding observed from the orbit is the motion of immense and ancient geothermal extractors breathing their last. Built and then abandoned at some point in the distant past, the vast batteries of disintegrating machinery have been pumping up overheated fluids from the planet's core ever since. Now, their storage capacitors are all broken or leaking, but some energy can still be siphoned from them. And this is going to give me another tech deposit in that system. And so already in this run, we found a ton of special resources. We found a handful of pre-FTL species. And now we have a new tradition. And so again, we got to go with anything that's impacting my fleets, whether it increases it or if it decreases ship upkeep like this Fleet Logistics Corp is doing now. And so with ships often deployed across vast interstellar distances, a dedicated logistics corp is needed to make things run smoothly. And so yes, this increases my naval capacity by 20% this time. And so now we're at 48 ships total that we can have in our fleets. And we got some extra unity here. And so let's go with the colonial centralization next. This is like your planetary capital building. It'll allow you to upgrade that into the, into your planetary capital building. For this world here, I think now it is time to colonize our first world outside of my home system. And we're going to put our primary species on it. My beak species. And let's name this planet the Hawk's Nest. We're going to give these cool bird-like, bird-related names. And so Hawk's Nest is my first planet that we colonize out of our home system. And we'll get that colony ship designated on that way right away. Over here, we have found an ocean world and an arid world. Nice. And yeah, we'll definitely work on expanding our borders in that direction a little bit later on. So now I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to research some projects that I see. Oh, and we got a dig site. Get inside. We'll look at that a little bit later on in this series. We have an agenda that is available. And so this will increase my monthly unity by 40%. Right now it's at 10%, increasing it by 40%. And so I actually want to see, right now it takes me 28 months to get through my traditions. When we launch that agenda, we'll see how long it takes, but let's select our next agenda here. And I got to go for that military buildup. And so now for this, it's going to take me from 28 months to 22 months. And so that is a lot of time to cut off to get your next tradition right there. Now, once again, we got another technology available, and let's go with the basic combat roles. It says that with this technology, recent progress in AI behavioral theory allows us to designate specific combat roles to our shipboard computers. I'll take that. That sounds like a nice little deb right there. For my homeworld, we still have 4 jobs available. We need clerks. We need clerks here, and so let's go with, you know what? We might need a hollow theater center. This will turn our consumer goods into unity and amenities. And so we'll squeeze one of those on right now. I haven't built one of those in quite some time. Our consumer goods are on track. Let's see if we can maybe build another city district here. There we go. And so doing that, that's going to open up another building slot. We'll come back to that planet later on. We got 3,000 energy credits, and so I'm going to buy about, we'll buy about 500 worth of alloys. Jumping back to the fleet manager, let's reinforce as many ships as we can, and then we'll come back and see what's going on in the galaxy. Now, these guys are still equal to me. Once they become inferior, actually, these guys, their technology is inferior to us. And I'm pretty sure they have a holding on my world. They sure do. So let's see what this does. Okay, so this doesn't look like it's the worst thing in the world. This increases branch office value and adds a merchant job. Let me go to my population here, and there is that merchant job that has been added to my planet. It increases amenities, which is great. It has an upkeep of food and consumer goods, though. And so, you know, an unauthorized building has been added to my world, but it's not a bad one. This will also, let's see. It says that it increases amenities too, so that's pretty nice. But it costs me, 2 consumer goods per job upkeep. So a little expensive there, but no worries, I'll take it. We need more amenities on this planet anyway. And now we have made first contact over here on this side of the galaxy. I think we may be creeping up on an empire. So yeah, we got a ship right here. We don't know much about it, but we're going to figure out who they are maybe in the future, maybe sooner than later. Let's see. We have enough influence now. We're going to go ahead and expand our borders here. And we have a choke point system I didn't think we would reach. But here is the Beakborn Dominion, and already it kind of looks like a bird. Like here's the beak, here's the head, there's the body. Yeah, wonderful. Let's go ahead and start building some observation posts as well. And so once again, speaking of observation posts, we have found another pre-FTL species, and our colony ship is underway. It is now traveling to colonize the second planet that my species will be living on. And so as always, we got another first contact there. Let's see what's going on with the Federation. Here we are a little under midway to reaching level 3, but that cohesion, that XP, still really high right now. And so definitely enjoying all of that monthly XP we are getting towards the Federation. Now we're gonna go ahead and once again build more mining stations there. Here there's energy credits, but I can't seem to build anything around it. So we'll have to come back to that later on. Let's go ahead and secure this system next as well. This is the Relic World system. We'll take that and use it to expand our colonies once again. And so we have made contact with the Enlightened Kingdom of Deneb. And this is a spiritual seeking empire. This is perfect. Another spiritual species. All right. I think we are having a phenomenal start right now. And they're speaking on behalf of the Enlightened Kingdom. And they say, and I bring you greetings. Our great leader, High Queen Grace Pennyfather, is very pleased to have made contact with your unique species, and we look forward to an exchange of culture and ideas. And right away, we're going to start this with friendly protocols. Let's see where they are located. And here we've completed the Habitable World Survey event chain. That gives me about 1,000 energy credits, which is nice. But I want to see what's up with this empire over here. And so, yes, right away, we will establish an embassy with these guys. And, let's improve relations. We have an envoy available. I'm just going to assign it to them. These days, I feel like I don't use my envoys as much to initiate first contact protocol. I let the AI find me, and then based on who they are, we'll use them to either decrease or increase relations, or use them for espionage. There's a number of different things I'll use them for. In this case here, we'll befriend them. And I feel like right away, they're going to get an offer. We got a commercial pack with them right away. But, yeah, they send us an offer. We're going to see if they can join our Federation, which I'm sure they would fit in perfectly. And so let's see if we can also get offer them association status. Let's go. And so right away, our Federation, we're voting for it, but I think we should be able to add a 4th member to our Federation, and now they have association status. And so excellent. Oh man, this is great. So this is going to cost me a little bit of influence, but we're going to go ahead and form a research agreement with them. And we're going to just go ahead and we're going to go all out here. We're just going to have a migration treaty with them, form a research agreement with them, and just be friends. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We can subjugate them. Wow. They don't have to join any of my conflicts. I'll join theirs, but I don't want their holdings. Wait, I want their resources. I want a lot of their resources. The only thing is that that's going to cost me a lot of influence. All right, what do I need to do here to make this work? There was something I had right there that that would let me do it, but I'm not seeing it now. Here, let's reset this and see what I had going there. So let's propose subjugation. There we go. All right, so here we go. We got our first subject, if they accept it. And that'll be a game changer right there. Oh, we got it. We got our first subject. Holy moly. Hold up, we gotta stop this here. They accepted subjugation, and this changes everything. And so now we got contact with a curating order. We have the Kelzin Dynastic Union. They're ruthless capitalists. So we got to be careful with these guys. We got the Priman interface. This sounds like a machine species. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not going to be good. We have a union of Havenstar. They're explorers. Hello, hello. And there we go. We got a bunch of AI empires over here that we have discovered. And so now let's go back to our traditions here. Holy moly. I was not expecting to have a vassal this soon here, but now we are overlords in a federation. And so let's go to war games. This says that a strong war game tradition has taken root among the senior officers of our fleets, whether the game be computer simulators or actual exercises in space. This has encouraged our admirals to think outside the box, resulting in numerous tactical innovations and new strategies. And so this tradition will increase my fleet command limit by 20. It'll decrease my admiral leader cost and my admiral leader upkeep. And so we'll hit yes on that and call that a wrap right there. But holy moly, guys, the Enlightened Kingdom of Deneb is now a part of our federation, which I believe. Yes, they're in the federation and they're my subject. And so now I'm even stronger. I'm stronger. Look at that fleet power, baby. So we're starting to take the lead and kind of coast with it. Our technology is pretty high and our economy is starting to break away a little bit. And so, wow, talk about a head start there. And right away, I feel like we could probably look for another empire to either try and conquer. These guys are belligerent, so I may have to be careful with them. We got robots we also have to watch out for as well. But oh yeah, this galaxy just got very busy very quickly. And so yeah, we did find this union of Havenstar over here. They look like they're aquatic species. And we're going to have to plan this out accordingly. And so I'm going to keep my bases still kind of near my home systems. I want to make sure that we are building those still. And so here, I'm going to go ahead and try to upgrade this. There we go. And so that's going to be our third starbase that we have. Let's check out our primary one right here. And yeah, I think we're still pretty solid and good to go. And so let's go ahead and start squeezing on, spin all those alloys now. So we'll have to wait to build some defensive platforms. But yo, talk about a wonderful start right now. Talk about a wonderful start. Let's go ahead and expand to this system next. And I actually need some, I need those alloys. There we go. And yeah, now I'm going to start building towards them. These guys want a migration treaty with us, and we will definitely take that. These guys want to establish an embassy with us also. We will take that as well. And now some of these other worlds, I'm hoping that as these migration treaties start to kick in a little bit and we get some more species within our borders, I'm hoping that we can find a species that has a different planet preference than our own. That way we can colonize different worlds. But so far, the Beakborn, we've had some pretty decent early game expansion. We are already in a pretty wonderful looking federation right now that is now midway to reaching level 3, and we have 10 years to go on my federation term. And I would love to have our succession type jump to strongest, but I need to have a high centralization for this. And so if I can get this to it a little bit later on, that'd be nice. But for now, we'll have to wait. We got 93 days until we can vote for a 40-year term. And so we'll come back to that once we're able to. And here goes the migration treaty. Yes, we will accept it. And I'm looking around. I still see just about the same amount of habitable worlds nearby. Let's see, grab my construction ship. And now I'm going to have these guys start automatically exploring. the galaxy. And so actually, I don't want them to go that way though. So we'll actually stop this here, and I'll have them go ahead and start investigating anomalies, archaeology sites, and researching special projects. So someone actually just declared us a rival. What? These guys, do you know who I am? And so the Dynastic Union, these guys have insulted us. They've declared us a rival, and we're like, whoa, what is going on here? Like, what is that all about? And so I want to see if we can maybe, you know what, let's change some stuff up. We're going to go back over here to our policies in our government tab. Here's our handy dandy leader here. And now that we've expanded a bunch, I'm satisfied with all the expansion that we got in this game. We're going to switch over to cooperative, and says that this empire will attempt to find common ground and negotiate with other empires in the name of friendship. Now, sending an envoy to harm relations will cost us influence, but our diplomatic weight is increased, our envoy improvement relations will be increased, our border friction will be decreased, meaning that if an AI is right at our borders, we will have an okay relationship either way. Our operation cost and operation upkeep from espionage operations will be increased. And so that we won't be doing as much. Let's try to make them our friend. And so I want to see what our relationship's at right now. It's at negative 153. Let me see here. Since my subject is now my subject, we don't have to increase relations with them. We'll increase relations with these guys for now. And so that is all set and done. And wow. Talk about an incredible start right here. And so, yes, this is looking like a pretty interesting looking galaxy, guys. We were playing on a ring shape, a small sized galaxy. We have a colonial centralization tech complete. That's adding me an upgrade to my capital building. And after that, let's go for some more naval cap. While we're at it, you know what? Let's just keep increasing that naval capacity. It's at 48 right now. And once we research that, we will have it finished now. The Deneb system. Oh, we want to give another empire not the Primen, right? What? They want to give the Primen Interface Association status to the Federation? Those are machines. I suppose so. I mean, hey, if it brings us a new friend to worship our same faith, then bring it. But yeah, I'm surprised that we would even want to have anything to do with robots in this game right now. All right, so we're still going to keep pushing forward here and building right at the AI. I like to get my borders right on top of them as quickly as possible. Here, we're going to go ahead and upgrade both of the fleets that I have. Uh-oh. And we have an asteroid. We have an asteroid that is getting ready to attack the system here. And so what I'm going to do is, instead of getting a fleet and moving them all the way over, instead, we're going to build 2 defensive platforms. Should be more than enough to hold that off. And hopefully we can stop that before it hits this planet. And this is a pre-FTL species that has a dead god. The corpse of some gargantuan alien creature keeps silent vigil in orbit over this planet. I don't know if I've ever seen that trait before for a world, but that's pretty interesting. All right, so for our tech, we went for mostly resource technologies. Here, once again, we'll see if we can get this defensive base up. And we have it up. I just don't know if can my ship stop it from hitting the world? Or can my defensive platform stop it from hitting this planet? Either way, there's 25 pops here, so we'll see what happens with this world later on. I'm actually curious, what will happen if this asteroid hits this planet? It's kind of beautiful when you look at it. All right, so for my scientists here, let's go ahead and I'm just going to have them do a little bit of everything. Research every single thing out here in the galaxy, and it looks like they're going to head first to the popular rock dig site, and we'll read that once we get to it here. But now my colony ship is just waiting outside of the system, and I'm going to have their stance set to passive, and I'm just going to have them go ahead and rush over here to... Oh, I can't colonize the system yet. Yo, USM, what's going on? Popping in and say hey and scoot since it's almost bedtime for me. Hey, thank you for stopping by this evening. We are in the middle of a new playthrough here. We're 23 years in. We currently run a pretty powerful, at least at this point in the game, a powerful federation. a holy covenant at that. We're leveling up. Our allies are getting stronger as well. Everyone's doing pretty solid. And so, yo, thank you again for stopping by, and hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your week. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this stream too, yo, this Wednesday, all right, I'm going to be streaming the Stellaris with a twist. This is going to be me partnering up with another content creator by the name of E3PO. And we're going to be streaming, partnering with Stellaris Official for a Stellaris with a Twist game. And so tune in for that. That's going to be on Wednesday, 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. Eastern time zone. So very early in the morning for me. But yeah, we're going to have some fun doing that. For our ships here, let's go ahead and just build maybe, you know what is this base I have here queued up? All right, so this is near my home system. We'll add anchorages since I'm starting to run low on space. And let's just keep the food up. You know what, better yet, let's get this interstellar recruitment office so that I can increase my chances of finding more renowned leaders. The more renowned leaders, the better. And so here again, it looks like my base may not be close enough. We might see a pre-FTL species get hit by an asteroid. And so going back to our traditions here, we got a new one available, the Overwhelming Force. It says that everything must be brought to bear on the enemy if victory is to be assured. A swift and decisive attack can paradoxically save lives that would have been needlessly lost in a prolonged engagement. And so this increases my ship fire rate as well as my orbital bombardment damage. And then after this, we'll be finishing the Supremacy Tradition Tree. The Overwhelming Force of Alpha Yang Delete. Yo, Old Man Mordath, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We just started a new playthrough here with the Common Grounds Origin, and already we have 4 members in our Federation, and I'm an Overlord. And what is this? This is a hive mind species. I don't know who they are, but they look easily subjugatable. And let's see if we can. Oh, okay, so I feel like this is a pre-FTL that just like found space here. And I'm literally doing everything I can to see if they'll let me be their overlord. It looks like right now, not yet. Now, let's go over here to them and let's try to improve relations with these guys. I'm going to pull one of my envoys off of my Federation. Now, guys, we got a new member here in the Knights of Yang that has found common ground with us. Backdraft 47. I now grant you the status of Alpha, the energy of Yang, and the ability to delete all elites. Thank you for the follow, and welcome to our Stellaris stream here, where we are playing with a avian species known as the Beakborn Dominion. Bend the knee, bend the knee, bend the knee. Yes. We got to make them friends, though. And so we're going to improve relations with them. I'm using my diplomatic corps. I'm using edicts, all of that jazz to give us envoy bonuses. And I think we went down a little bit of the... Here, let me see. Oh, no, we didn't go down this side yet. But yeah, I jumped over to Supremacy so that I can get my fleet nice and strong, just in case we may want to subjugate another species, Etherean state, yeah. And so proposed subjugation here, they will not accept it though, because we're in a federation together. And so, yeah. Outside of that though, the sky blue borders, excuse me guys, got a little itch in my nose. Feels wonderful. The sky blue borders right here, this is all me. We did some early game expansion. We got 2 other empires' capitals bordering my home world as well. And yeah, we've just been trying to wiggle our way out. We're playing on a ring-shaped galaxy, and so it's been a while since I've played on a galaxy of this type of size. And yo, somehow we found out about this system up here. That's interesting. But yeah, already it's been pretty busy here. This empire over here we found later on, and I got the chance to subjugate them. And so I'm their overlord. I think they're pretty loyal to us at the moment, and we're going to try and keep it that way. But while we wait on that, let's go ahead and build another starbase. Or starport in this case. Coolio. And so for my colony ship here, we are still waiting to go ahead and colonize this planet. We have to wait until this asteroid it's going to hit. Oh, my defensive platform is trying to stop it. I see it shooting at it. But will it be enough? I'm not sure. And oh... What is this? A weak but insistent signal to transmit on repeat from the diadem system. Now, one of my science ships has pinpointed the source to its emanating from within the mouth of a destabilized subspace rift at the system's edge. What could this be? Perhaps we shall find out. And so it's a natural wormhole. Okay. Well, we got to use some technology there to figure out what that is all about. But here an asteroid is about to hit this planet, and I'm so sorry. Oh. And my Federation is actually about to go to war. And so we are now going to be voting to go to war against the Kelzin Dynastic Union. That is going to be this empire up here. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe? Actually, no. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 empires going up against this dynastic union above us. What is our Federation going to vote for? This is going to wrap up our Stellaris stream. Guys, I'm Avian Delete. This is the Empire of Feathers playthrough. Our bird-like species may or may not be involved in a war against this dynastic union, but we're going to leave this on a cliffhanger. Again, this Wednesday, we are playing the Stellaris with a twist game. I'm going to be streaming that on YouTube and Twitch, so you can tune in for that. If you want to see some more Stellaris content, please feel free to like and subscribe if you are watching this on YouTube. And yeah, tune in after the stream here. Throughout the week, I will be leaving some polls up so that you guys can vote and sway the decisions that I make in my game. But if you're hanging out with us today right now, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will see you all later. I'm about to shut down my screen over here so that we can get ready to drop a raid for anyone. And let's see who we have online today. And so, I see a couple of people. Actually, I know the perfect person. Guys, we're going to be dropping a raid for Meowpenheimer this evening. Yeah, tune in for them. Say hello. I'm going to be heading out of here, though. This Friday, we will be continuing the Empire of Feathers playthrough. And this time, we will see if our empire is going to go to war. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by again. I appreciate everybody that hung out, that gifted, that just even watched for a little bit, or even lurked. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you all Wednesday morning. Alpha out.